Crypto is back, or at least some of the AI agents are back, and in this video I'm going to show you my portfolio as well as what I'm looking at and where this market is going. So this is pretty exciting because some of the coins that were pretty much down and I had like unrealized PNL of like minus something, right now it's pretty up. All thanks to Rune. That was the biggest win here so far in my AI portfolio. As you can see, I bought some at around 500k, sold a little bit at the top when that was around 3 mil, and then hold the rest, and then this rest is basically we're still at this all-time high as previously around $4 million, and I think there's still potential because they're doing very interesting stuff. As you can see on Twitter, if we go and see what they're doing, you'll be able to see the technology behind it. So there's something really interesting going on here with what they're trying to build and the kind of the UX they have, the kind of technology they have. So I'm pretty much excited about what they're building. So Rune Capital is of course one thing I'm excited of course also because I bought it pretty early. I was mentioning that on my Telegram channel, on my Twitter. So if you follow me there, either Twitter or Telegram, then you should be fine as well. For all the other stuff, we can go with the portfolio and see other stuff. Colin, I'm really excited about Colin. So Colin is an AI swarm. Sorry, AI swarm being a bunch of agents that are doing different things, and this particular one is the top project on Top Hat. Top Hat is basically a launchpad, but they've been launching different coins through Top Hat, and all are being automated through Calling Intern. Really cool stuff if you want to have a look at that. Also, I have in my portfolio a Top Hat with the hat ticker, a little bit down right now. I've been talking about this particular project because basically this is one of the top launchpads if you want to create your own AI agent, so worth definitely taking a look at right now. I think I was buying at $90 million, currently at 60. I bought a little bit, so probably worth adding at least a little bit more because I think they doing cool stuff. And probably will keep adding depending on the situation. Now going back to the portfolio, another big win here is Doge AI. This is a pretty new coin, just from the last day. The dev is coming from the Web2 world. I already sold a little because I was being cautious and I don't know how much of the bull market we have, so I'm trying to sometimes take initials out. So I was mentioning that I wanted to talk about the market. This is what I feel sometimes, is that I don't want to write everything, especially that I'm trying to put more and more into have concentrated bets, put more and more into particular coins. As you can see here, I put in Doge $1.5 thousand, took that out on the initials and writing the rest, and the rest is around $3,000 still. So that's a pure profit right now. That's my PNL, which is pretty cool. But I'm trying to do that, especially if I invest more and I do 2x, then I'm trying to at least sell the initials. That's the strategy here, or at least when I feel like it. Of course, that doesn't work always because sometimes I sell too early. Definitely that was the case with a couple of coins, but other than that, it's working pretty fine. So Doge AI, as I was mentioning, done by a Web2 dev that was actually building other projects, and the idea is super cool. So probably you heard that Doge stands for Department of Government Efficiency. That's already official with Trump inauguration, Elon Musk helping Donald Trump to actually uncover and ways and inefficiencies in the government. And the cool stuff is that this particular AI agent is trying to tweet about that and what they're doing, so you have a live coverage of that. So I can see that going parabolic absolutely at some point, because if other people will start using that outside of crypto, then that might be super interesting. Of course, there's an AI agent behind it all, so you can try to invest that. I was buying that at around $40 million market cap, currently at 57. So definitely a bit higher, but if this would become popular, then I can see that going much higher. Of course, this is super risky. Nothing here is financial advice. Crypto is risky. You can lose all your capital, so you have to remember that thing. Now, going back to the portfolio, what we have as another thing is convo for convolutional. There are two convos. There's one convo which is pretty big on base. This one is on Solana, the $3 million market cap, so pretty small one. I think they're doing cool stuff because they're trying to have AI agents for live spaces, and I think that's pretty cool. So the AI voice layer of Web3, AI-powered voices redefining interaction, ownership, and digital expression. So they're trying to have their own AI agents talking on spaces, which is, I think, pretty cool. So still pretty much I'm 50% up on this one, still holding, haven't sold anything here. Now Ether is an interesting coin. I think that's a launchpad as well. Those crazy drawdown recently. So basically I bought at the top previously. I don't know when that was. I bought here. So it ran up to $30 million. Then the drawdown was crazy up to like 300K. Right, I mean, I still hold it because at that point I was like $40 what I had, and now it's back. So I haven't bought I bought a little bit here on the around 1.2, but here I felt like the project is basically done, and suddenly you have this revival, which is pretty crazy. And this is why sometimes you shouldn't sell the dust you have, because this dust sometimes can go really, really parabolic. Something similar happened to me with the token called Ultra Sigma Donald Trump. I basically let it ride. At some point that was worth, I don't know, like $100 or something. And it ran up to 2,000, 3,000 or something like that. Basically from the ashes, of course, back before Trump inauguration. So that was a pretty cool trade in the end. So that happened to me a couple of times. And if you don't need that kind of money for like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks or like $2-3, if your portfolio is smaller, then think about not selling that and just waiting for, because if that doesn't make a difference for you, then maybe at some point there will be a revival. But of course, again, not financial advice. Crypto is risky. Sometimes you need that capital to take it out, and you shouldn't definitely ride things to the end, because at some point you should start selling. Now, what's really interesting in the portfolio, I think, is I'm trying to have also all the big coins, so things like Snake, what I wasn't really early. That was like $68 million market cap, so I actually went down on that. There was a huge drawdown. Now it's back to where I was buying. So this is pretty well-known coin for swarms as well, so for multiple AI agents. But yeah, I'm definitely not early. Maybe if that goes to I think the all-time high was something around $100 million market cap, then maybe this will be a profitable one. AAA is pretty interesting one. I basically top blasted that today, and it's still the very early stuff. As you can see, that was pretty much doing nothing for a couple of days, and today it started expanding. The dev seems to be pretty based and doing cool stuff. If you go to his Twitter, he was building other things before. He was working at Amazon, currently in London, so it seems like he's doxed and trying to do cool stuff as well. Also, it seems like he got grants from Microsoft and OpenAI. So I don't know how that works exactly. Usually you have to remember that startup grants are basically just the free cloud or free LLM usage. So that's not really money, but still that might be something useful. Anyway, he's building some kind of application that you can use to have AutoML being run on. I think the explanation here is pretty good. What's the difference? The difference between AI agent and ChatGPT? And basically, ChatGPT is just a large language model, and AI agent app is an AI agent which gives you the objective and you can watch it run on its own. So that's an auto LLM model. That's the main thing. So that's pretty cool. I top blasted that a little bit in profit. I'm going to see how it behaves. Probably we're going to see a drawdown because this is such a quick rise from like $3 million market cap to 18 right now. If not, then I'm going to ride it. If there's going to be a drawdown, I will keep on adding because I think that's interesting, and the def is cool. 3 days only, so that's pretty recent. I have a couple of other coins, either random or might be interesting. Don't want to discuss that in this video. I think my biggest loss so far was on Fish, and that's probably like 99%. I top blasted, and basically that went down really to zero, from $6 million to 20K. So this is the scenario where I don't even sell that. I let it ride, not buying anything, but this is basically it. apart from that, there are of course GPT and LLM for the funny coins. I have the full list of some of the things that I'm watching here on the screener to have it in one place. This is how I know that especially the AI market is going back. I'm trying to track some of the Sol and some of the base AI coins. You can see some of the examples here and where they are. Keep on adding, keep on removing. So most of the time, none of those coins are long-term holds. So I have to assure you that even though I think, well, AI is the biggest revolution, AI in crypto is interesting. I don't think any of those coins will survive because, especially with technology going forward, we're going to see more and more launchpads as well as more and more interesting agents. So some of the coins probably will stay because they have this aura of being first, things like gold, fartcoin, but some of them will just go away because the humor behind them will vanish. They will just get boring at some point. So you have to remember, of course, a different scenario is where there's actual utility. So for example, like AAA or maybe Rune or Archive or yes, no error, those kind of coins are building some kind of utility behind them. Same for Hat and Top Hat. And this, when there's usage, then probably there's also a lot of attention around them. People talking about those kind of coins, and they might be interesting in general. So that's why I keep on holding them. But generally speaking, we are definitely in a final or maybe before the final innings of the bull market. So you have to be careful. Definitely the parabolas will come. This is going to be very interesting for years because of the US presidency and how that will influence the economy, the changes that will come. We might see some very interesting price action. This is definitely the moment to lock in and see some of the interesting coins for yourself. Of course, I'm trying to tweet more, and if I can't record lately every day as I used to, but if you want to have everyday action from me, then definitely go on my Twitter. This is where I share most of my thoughts, and that I'm doing daily. Also, if you have any kind of questions, ask them on Twitter. I'm more responsive and faster to respond over there. So yeah, this is it for my portfolio right now. This is for AI agents. On Solana purely, I'm going to also discuss some of the other kind of things that I have. I'm still holding, for example, Lock-in and Sigma from the standard meme coins. I have some majors, of course, like Ethereum and Solana, doing some kind of action on mostly in Hyperliquid, which I love, so I'm holding Hype as well. But that's a separate video for things outside of Solana and outside of AI. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and of course, if you want to use BullX, which is the best platform for trading meme coins and trading anything on Solana, really, they want to add also Base pretty soon, then definitely check my link down below in the description for some additional action. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.